The Colonial Pipeline expected to resume service after the company temporarily shut down ahead of Ida's landfall. Now, the pipeline serves a lot of the eastern United States. You might remember that the very same pipeline was hit by that cyber attack earlier this year, and of course, that prompted a lot of widespread shortages. So here to talk more about the Ida impact on gasoline and supply issues is the head of petroleum analysis with Gas Buddy, Patrick Dehaan. Patrick, thanks for being here. So let's get right into it. What kind of impact on the gas supply and maybe the gas price variation are we going to see across the East Coast?
Well, potentially some good news here. I'm just getting here moments ago that Colonial Pipeline is preparing to restart lines 1 and 2 tonight. I haven't seen anything official from the company just yet, but again, this would be a credible source indicating that Colonial does plan on restarting later tonight. That would be in line with expectations of the pipeline being down 24 to 36 hours or so. That would certainly be good news and help keep supply disruptions to a minimum. Of course, with that said, there are some pricing impacts likely coming. I would expect the national average could move up by 5 to 15 cents a gallon over the next 2 weeks. But really, all things considered, I think the bigger concern at this point was the pipeline being restored.
Well, that is good news to hear, because last time everybody flooded gas stations, some unnecessarily so, just to top off their tank, and that created a run on the demand. So you're saying that everything should be supply should be good.
Well, from this source that certainly has been credible in the past indicates that they are restarting tonight. That certainly would be good news, and hopefully just word of that would be enough to mitigate any lines at stations. You know, it's not unexpected to see the Colonial Pipeline shut down in anticipation of losing power. They've done that in the past during major hurricanes. So it's not exceptional. Of course, we all went through what we saw in late April, early May, and I think that's what so many people are probably concerned about. But it looks like we should be back to normal supply-wise here fairly quickly.
You know, Patrick, forecasters predict more and more active hurricane season in the years to come. Do you think that we can expect more disruptions in gas services? Is this going to be a yearly thing?
Well, you know, there've been a lot of improvements really since Hurricane Katrina back in 2005 to solidify infrastructure. Several rigs back in 2005's Katrina broke free. None of that happened this time. There's been a lot of investment to make sure that this infrastructure can weather these significant storms, but really there's nothing that can be done so much about the flooding and, of course, the tremendous power losses now that have been sustained during the storm.
Patrick Dehaan with Gas Buddy, thanks for being here and answering some of these questions. I know this is top of mind for so many people when you see that happening down there. You know, the supply line certainly is important to talk about, so thank you.
My pleasure.